See if anybody see Chipper was in here at 7:30, but that's a little early. See if he makes it back. Almost missed my own live stream. I was over in another one. I do that a lot. I'm opening a bag of stuff. Trim. Case all we'll mix it in. Welcome aboard. All those people that come in to watch it in the replay. Because I can't say hi to anybody else yet because there's not anybody here. No, this is not Saturday. This is Sunday, and I'm aware that this is not regularly scheduled programming. But I was really, really tired last night. So that just wasn't going to happen. These are good. You're going to have to hide those, no? Swipe this from a while. Peanut butter flavored candies, dark chocolate, butter toffee peanut. This is definitely not healthy. So, really good. Ooh, got some piece of chocolate. You should not eat these, and you should save them all out for me, or whatever. You're just gonna eat them, weren't you? Okay. Hey, tradesman, how goes it? Chipper's probably in here now. He's probably got his earbuds in, driving down the highway, rocking and rolling. Tradesman, hey, Chipper. Dadgummit. I saw see Mark. Oh, sorry about that. But, hello, Mark. Hey, Walter. Tradesman, what part of the world are you in? You've told me before, man, but can't remember where I'm at most of the time. Actually did, well, I'm going to edit it. I think my wife did most of it. There's cooking video coming your way. It's going to be really short, though. It's really good. Yeah. They should make Michigan become two states. Like Southern Michigan could be Michigan. And then that Northern Michigan, they could call it Little Canada. Or like New Canada. We could have New Mexico. Want to have New Canada. Anyway. No, it's Cars Trail Mix. See, I knew Chipper was here. Anyway, I got short fork hanging up in my shop right now. Chillaxing. Well, if you eat too many Cheetos, your body armor gets too thick, and then you have to buy new clothes. No, they close the season on those around here, Wayne. So, nah, I eat me some Cheetos. I ain't gonna lie. I think there's a bag of Cheetos up there right now, actually. Just for the record, pretty sure I started the Cheeto thing. I was thinking about that the other day. I made a joke about it in a live stream, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. It's been running ever since. I like it. I like the Cheeto thing. Because it's painfully accurate. I actually missed a hog yesterday because I screwed up. I mean, you never know what your rifle is doing in the closet, the gun safe, whatever. You don't know. You don't know. So when you take it out,
Part of the adult conspiracy. You just make new little guns and then you have to buy anymore.
it would be nice if they'd do that.
That would be awesome.
But that one wasn't screwing, it was unscrewing.
No.
Maybe that's what it was. It was trying to drop a piece so it would go into another gun. Anyway, that's a little bit of a derail there, honey.
You said we didn't know what they were doing behind closed doors. I was just trying to help.
That was anyway. The rifle I took with me was shooting 14, 15 inches low. And yeah, that's not a kill zone. When you're shooting at something that has basically a 12-inch kill zone, and you aim for the middle of it and you're shooting 14 or 15, 13, 14, 15 inches low. That's not it. You may upset it, but you're not going to kill it. You might shoot its nipple off, but you're not going to kill it. Okay, I need a whatever to permanently delete that person from my channel forever. I need a wrench. Okay. Hey Adam, I missed you coming in, guys. Sorry about that. I'm sure I didn't miss anybody else. Hey Carol. Did I say hi to you, Kentucky, or just start talking to you? No, I just think I just started talking to you. Yeah, we got a new push with those guys. I was actually over in another live stream a minute ago. They come on there first. Same thing, different name. Yeah, who's gonna have to hide those from me? He just says that. Anyway, long story short, if I'd have taken that rifle out there and put 3 rounds downrange, I would be on my second or maybe third hog now, because I've been into those hogs again. I sent 2 rounds downrange yesterday for nothing, and I only sent 1 today. The one I sent downrange today allowed the animal to pick a place to lay down, like right where they were standing. So love you back. So yeah, and there's a lot of people out there that do that. They just take their old boomstick and go climb in the blind or something or whatever. And, didn't want to know why. Well, I guess I hit a stick or this or that or whatever. I mean, I could make excuses, but I'm not going to, because if you can't remember to do the things you're supposed to do when you're going to go do a thing, then you probably don't have any business doing it anymore. And so I will not make excuses for it. I will make improvements. All right, another one already? Hey, Anonymous. It's it happens. They figured out another way to get through or whatever to everybody. They're going to start. They're going to start, anybody that puts any kind of faith-based anything on their channel or anybody that visits faith-based channels is just going to have to learn to deal with stuff like that and even worse from here on out. Meta has actually started covering memes that proclaim the love of God. They cover them as sensitive material. So, yeah, don't feed them here. We're sitting on top of sand. It's got to happen. I mean, I knew something went down, but that's it. I was like, what was that? Yeah. Then I found out later it was an earthquake. I mean, it didn't shake anything around. We didn't lose any windows. Now, when it goes north of us, when those go off, we feel it a little bit. Hey, Tibor, I didn't see you sneak in. Yeah. His daddy's going to have to get in the truck. That's, let's see. We live in a part of the world where you have to have a machine to actually move frozen water off of the road so you can drive. Do you think we should move?
I'll pass.
So you want to stay there and plow snow?
I'm gonna stay right here where there's no moisture.
That's what I thought. I'm just saying Walter has to plow the roads. I mean, he's not the only one. I mean, what 6 foot? 6 foot of lake effect snow in upstate New York?
77 inches or whatever it was.
Yeah,
bite me.
Yeah, screw that. That's the reason I don't live in Colorado. That and there's no air. When there's no air in Colorado, the people don't know how to drive. And yeah.
The only thing I like about snow is snow ice cream.
Snow ice cream's good. But you can get that with shaved ice, honestly. That Kentucky, we don't really pay that much attention to them because if it's not over a 4.9 or 4.5, something like that, we don't know what happens. You have to be standing on top of it to feel it. So. Yeah, Sid's dad lives there. He knows there's no air. People can't drive, and it snows. Yeah. Well, that's true. But, you know, maybe that's why nobody's lived there in the wintertime back in the day. Oh, that sucks. Anonymous. Hey, Aid. She get done? I'd already scheduled this. So. I was actually going to try to do the live stream outside with it as my backdrop, but the Wi-Fi won't quite reach that far. The I do need to get hold of some of my friends that live over south of Pecos, and because the scary thing about it, it was awful close to volcanoes that have been extinct for millions of years. And do I need to go cut some more kindling, bud? Are you cutting kindling? Okay. Do I need to mind my own business? Okay. Okay, just keep your hands to yourself, Anonymous. The dogs don't like that. If your acquisition request is approved, try to make it worth the clerk's while. Just saying. Makes the paperwork go smoother next time. I thought you didn't have to worry about that one, Wayne. I thought it was what do you call it? An efficiency expert. Yeah, I can't believe he shot Doctor Strange. He's just trying to explain to him that he had a brand new 1911, and then he shot him in the chest, and then he shot him in the throat. Oh. Anyway, yeah, if you're going to go out and go to the range first. Almost every deer camp I've gone to, there's a range, and they actually want you to show up around noon of the first day. Because it's usually a Friday. You show up on a Friday for a weekend hunt, and they literally file everybody out to the range, which is right there, and it's all right. Kentucky survivalists, be good. Thanks for stopping by. I am only going to do about an hour, so. I tried to exchange students when my kids were in school, but apparently you can't just trade your B kid for the valedictorian. He said that's not what exchange student meant. Was quite disappointed by that. And we could have switched back after they got their diplomas, I guess. Not really. Actually, didn't have any kids that had trouble with school. I said our kids didn't have any real trouble with school, other than absence of a desire to achieve.
Just Kirsten got sent to the ER 3 times by one boy.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, I spoke to him on the phone the other day. Actually trying to get everything lined up so I can get down there. I was gonna go this coming week, but that's not working out for me. And Sadie's guarding the floor, so. The land I'm hunting is actually friend of a friend kind of thing. And it's that they only occasionally, 1 or 2 days every season. One of the cousins goes out there and tries to get a deer. But nobody, there's what was that? It was like 180 acres. 180-acre section that they don't ever go on to. And yeah, it's where the pigs are. So you got to walk into it. You got to walk to them. And you got to watch your back the whole time. No, Walter. It's Bob Hansler's from Bob Hansler. And quite honestly, I am exhausted today. I walked to see how much did I walk today? And not like getting out there on a walking um, trail and just stepped it off, but I covered well from I walked about 2.5, maybe 3 miles, maybe 3 miles. Today, trying to get a shot at one of them hogs. So, and um, then I got one and had to get it back to where I could get to the truck. And then had to get it hung up, had to get its unwanted parts out. Good night, Kentucky. So, I did a lot today, more than ordinary. I'm still not over that COVID crap I had. Um, that second run through with it, I was pretty sure I was going to die on that. And I've got no strength in my arms. Still get a little lightheaded and cough now. So I'm being very careful about pushing myself. I'm not letting myself sit around and stare at the walls or at my feet or nothing. But I'm trying really, really hard to stay up and moving around. My wall is naked. I just one of my walls is unprotected. I have the decoration in my truck. But yeah, I'm actually trying to find somebody that's got a stock tank that doesn't have fish in it right now. If you've got a stock tank that doesn't have fish in it, then there's usually water dogs, and we're trying to find some water dogs. Which, if I can find them and they're willing to let us do it, I'm pretty sure Bob would come over here. He wants to do. I think he wants to do a video on it. I have to check on that. Because if he just wants them, I'll just go get them myself. It's not that hard. And see, that's the thing, Wayne, around here, everybody, as soon as somebody gets a pond built and it shows that it holds water, they put catfish in it. They'll usually throw some perch in there, give them a few weeks, and then they throw some catfish in there. And yeah, that keeps the mosquitoes down and this, that, and everything else. But it also, you don't have tadpoles and frogs and water dogs and all that stuff. You do, but you scan the whole tank, or seine the whole tank, and you might come up with 15 or 20 water dogs. If you can find a stock tank, that pond, an earthen pond that doesn't have any, hasn't been stocked, and you seine it, and you're going to get, 200-300 water dogs. So we seined one over by sundown. That's a little while back, but we didn't even do from one side to the other side. We just did 2 passes. We caught a lot of turtles, and I want to say we had didn't commit it to memory, but I know we got over 200 water dogs out of that thing. Dadgummit. Y'all don't know. Hold on a minute. Juvenile salamanders? Hold on. Dadgummit. There we go. Water dogs are a deadly live bait for bass, particularly trophy-sized bass. Let me do images. All they're going to show me is the imitation fakey ones. Oh, okay, here we go. How the hell do you share again? Let's present. Okay, y'all ready? Here we go. This is an adult. That's an adult salamander. The kind that we have around here. These that is a juvenile salamander, aka water dog. There's different kind of salamanders, but when they're babies, they're kind of like tadpoles. See, this is a really young one. Still got the swimmy tail or whatever. They're just baby salamanders, but they're, believe it or not, like some of the water dogs, like this one, the water dogs are actually bigger than the adult salamander ever gets. They absorb a lot of this back down into themselves when they metamorph or whatever. It's weird. But yeah, that's a water dog. It is a giant tadpole thingy, but they stay up. A water dog stays in the water a lot longer than a tadpole. Tadpoles are a couple of weeks, and you can't put a hook in a tadpole. But you can put a hook in a water dog. You can put a hook in a water dog. He'll swim around for hours. So yeah. I've heard mud puppy. I've never heard him called hellbender though. I forgot. I couldn't think of the other word. Mud puppy. Call them mud puppies too. But they kind of look like a sad little puppy. Honestly, when you get them out. And they don't swim. They don't sleep. I don't think they swim as good as a freaking tadpole does. Honestly. They're not vegetarian like a tadpole. They'll lay there and wait for, and that's what the thing was saying about the one of the things is because they'll sit there and they'll eat fish eggs as they go by or whatever. I don't know nothing. I know that you get them, they're easy to keep alive, and they work great for trout lines or live bait for whatever. They're really good bait, but they're super expensive. So yeah, there's a. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you get a place where there's no predators, there's a bunch of them. And I'm saying a tank that's got fish in it, and you may seine it from one end to the other end 10 times and only get 15 or 20 water dogs. But you take the same, a tank half that size and go through it once, and you've got 50 or 100, 200. We got 120 out of a little tank that wasn't probably 20 foot across. 20 foot across and maybe 20 foot long. It was rectangular shaped. But there's good clay over there. So the guy just basically pushed up some walls and he just ran a windmill into it. And he didn't have to worry about it overfilling from the rain or anything like that. So, but anyway, he kept watering it all the time. That's all it was in there was turtles and water dogs. Well, there was dragonfly larvae too, which they have a different name for those, which are actually really good bait. Let's see. What do we got out of there? There was no soft shells or anything in there. Just regular green. And yeah, you can get them out of a creek if, like say, if it's got to have a muddy bottom, or it can't. You just can't. There can't be fish in there. There can be minnows, just not like warmouth or anything like that. I mean, because these, the water dog starts out like ST big, little tiny thing. And if there's something there that's going to eat, a salamander the size of a 1/4 inch long, 3 inch long, then he doesn't stand a chance. It takes them a good little while to get up to the 6 inches long. I actually prefer to use shad or little bitty perch for live bait. That's good. Anyhow, I got some video on the hog hunt. I will try to put that together. I've got the collaboration video I'm doing with the missus. And put that together. I got a couple that are actually in the editor right now. It's been busy. I actually started editing the stuff, and then I got the message to go look at that, and I was like, oh, and then I talked to him, and I was like, oh, really? So it's I could choose to edit videos, or I could choose to go hunting. It was very hard. It was a very, very hard choice. If it weren't for the food shortages and stuff, I probably would have gone ahead and stayed and edited the video. But as we're worried about running out of bacon before the end of 2023, we made a judgment call, and we sent me hunting for bacon. And that's a true story. Mostly. It's truly a story. I can guarantee you that. if you already had the place, and I'm not saying that may be part of what's going on with the other thing. I don't know. But yeah, if you can supply them, 'cause, they're not cheap. Um, they're about 3 times as much as minnows. So, you know, buying a, if you can buy a dozen bass minnows shiners for $5, then you're going to pay $15 for a dozen water dogs. So, but you would have to have, and if you, the mommy and daddy salamanders have to have some place to get out of the water because they're not aquatic, they're amphibious. They like to go in the shallows, but salamanders don't like to swim. They like to crawl around in the mud and stuff. Water dogs swim. Salamanders don't, they gave up that swimming crap. They're more slinky, sloughing, creeping, crawling around on the wet rocks type thing. What's a catapa worm? Hey, Dior. Oh, had a little wart on them, and I thought it was about to go away. You know, it looks like they're fitting to go. And I hung it on something, and it tore loose, and yeah, it's tender. Well, now I gotta go Google that word. What's so special about a horned worm? Okay, well, why didn't anybody tell me those things were worth money? I've been stepping on them for, well, not anymore because it's cold, but I mean, stupid things were crawling all over the place here. I mean, they were like literally, I was playing with them with sticks and stuff. They're just like everywhere. Those those worms, the ones in this picture. I knew they were some different kind of tomato bug. Huh. What's a? I guess it's a. What's the kind of tree is it? Or not? See, y'all started this. Y'all just deal with it. We don't have those trees here. Hey, Grandpa Terry. Oh, Rob's in here? I can see Rob. I think Rob's in here. Biz, I missed him. Like, he's not showing up on my feed anywhere at all. He's up. Anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna have to check the. I'm gonna have to take some next year. I'll have to catch some of the hornworms and take a see if the catfish hit them. No, these were the like a tomato hornworm, but they had the black stripe down the back or whatever, and then the little diamonds on them. They were out there eating hackberries and stuff in the back, and they were eating that mint weed and stuff. It's weird. They were eating stuff I didn't care about, so I left them alone. Hey, Isaac. So I'm guessing it's because those worms eat those trees or something. Or is it just the worms? Now, curious crap. I do not have a fishing problem. We will not tolerate such heresy here. Lily, how goes it? Wow. How's life? Was actually just thinking about you. I can eat shellfish.
It wasn't smoky.
Still smoky from when I was looking at it. strong in my room. I left the door open. Stronger in my room. It seems like they live in here.
What's a back saddle? If you're talking about one of them stupid worms with the horns on their heads, and when you touch them, they kick their head back, and the next thing you know, your hand's on fire. Been there, done that.
You didn't say what earlier.
We also have this beautiful little thing. It's like a bright green caterpillar with like little tiny fuzzy things all over these raised spikes. And you know better than to touch them. But then you do. And sure enough, they do that. Wrap up in a circle thing and just slam you with every one of them poison little spawns. I mean, you could just pour gasoline on your hand and light it. The same thing. I mean, granted, now the caterpillar burn stops after about 2 hours, 3 hours. And there's no scarring. It will be swollen up, still swole up the next day. But, yeah. Hold on, Lily is talking. It goes really good, Lily. I didn't know you had a little one. See, you got my email. I was actually looking through my contacts. And I was like, oh, I should find out how things are going. I knew you were getting married. I didn't know you were going to. That makes me very old feeling now. Gosh, I had another grandbaby somewhere. Did you throw that one away too? No, just joking. I figure he's asleep, yeah. But Lily Ace is Lily in the Wild or whatever she coming.
Well, he's been asleep for like 35 minutes, bro. What are you talking about? I didn't realize you were talking to me.
Oh, that's cool. The Dabbler. I mean, Tracer. What?
Something under my stomach that I can still burrito.
What am I missing? A comment or something from
Or there's packages of
Walter somewhere? Hmm.
there's packages of what?
See, there's a comment from Walter that I can't find. Yeah, what is that? Up to like 6 or 7 dozen grandbabies? Forget. Um, eight for me. Walter, all I've got from you is she was a Christian. Now her world is falling apart. Any ideas? I don't know where the rest of that conversation is. I am scrolling as far as it will let me, and I am not seeing anything. I like pork chop. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with that. I give up. And actually, anything like that, it's all you can do is pray, tell them where they're going astray, and then don't broadcast it. There's nowhere in the Bible that it tells you to go out and tell other people the sins that you know about on other people. Nowhere in the Bible does it tell you to go out and spread the things that your brothers, sisters, whatever are doing wrong. Nowhere in the Bible does it tell you to call out or to point out your brothers or sisters' failings to other people. It's none of their damn business. If you need to talk about it, you talk about it privately. And if you need to talk about it with them, you talk about it with them. And you pray and you work with that individual. That way you cover a multitude of sin. That's, people don't get it. But seriously, if you want to be gay, be gay. It's not me. It's not them. You're not breaking Wesley's rules. I mean, that's between you and God. I'm not gonna bash you or anything. You know, that's on you. You want to know what I think about it? I'll tell you, but that's me. The rest of it's on you. And I don't feel do it once. Just move on. And Walter, I'm still missing a very key part of the conversation, man. I don't know who we're talking about. Well, just because you're a married woman with beautiful children doesn't mean that you can't do funny videos for your YouTube people. your sister-in-law is hooked in with Dopehead Loser, and um, yeah, right. Tell her what she's doing wrong, and don't give him a dime. There you go. Yeah, I don't regret anything but almost everything I've ever said on here. If I don't have a bullseye drawn on me, nobody does. I mean, I might not have as many people aiming at mine as several people out there, but yeah. Oh, well, that's cool, Walter. But still, I mean, if women get stuck with bad, well, no, hold on. People get stuck with bad spouses all the time. Um, it's pretty simple. You just, if you got a bad spouse, unass them. But I swore God to stay with him. Divorce them. Just leave them. Yeah, you should try to fix it first. But if it's not fixable, then you go. And sometimes people just make bad decisions and you lose a lot of money. I have failed miserably despite a lot of hard work more than once. Um, now I can't remember who it was. Like Winston Churchill or anyway, what some uh, famous British guy. I was not like bankruptcy 5 times or something like that. Um, everything you try doesn't always. I mean, sometimes you get lucky, and the first thing you try works. I know one guy. The first thing he tried worked. I mean, he was doing really, really well. Um, by the time he was in his mid 30s, but then that new thing that he got started in his early 20s that grew to a big making thing started drying up. People were moving away from it because all of a sudden you could, you know, afford to have one of those in your house. So, I don't. I'm not there. And Do you still have any of that stuff up, Lily? I hope so. That that stuff was great. That would be super cool, Lily. It really would. Okay, Lily, that's fine. Yeah, I get that. There's time I'm not a people have made comments on my videos, and I've tried to offer my rebuttal, and they won't let me post my rebuttal to their comment on my own channel. So I take their stuff down. It's very annoying. Lily, is it a boy or a girl? Your little sister? Sick, Lily? No, I'm trying really, really hard to remember her name. Ella Jean.
Jay, however you say it.
Ella. Hello, hello. Caleb. Cool. Big sister. The last one, my little girl's baby's name is Elijah. Elijah Wayne. I've already put his name into two of my old or favorite old country and western songs, which he finds quite amusing. I got some of that reflexology going on, but I just use Tom's. My boy's name or grandson's name is Elijah. Elijah. Elijah Wayne. And my daughter's name's Kirsten. Elijah, yes. Elijah. Well, look up the Oak Ridge Boys It's on Elvira and Elijah, and Eliza will slide right in there. Just for the record. Elisha. You know, Elisha and Elijah are the same word, right? Just different country of origin. Elijah. Anyhow, folks. Lily, I really am glad you came in. But I've been reading up on the Mullen. I found some Mormon tea. I had tons of it over at the other place. This over here is not much. It's different soil. There's not as much of it. Anyhow, I was going to come on here for an hour. Had some people that hadn't been around in a long time show up. And I really hope they find time to come back. I usually don't go live on Sundays. Maybe that's it. Maybe I have to switch up my schedule. So maybe make it better. Really, really long day. I'm very, very tired. I'm gonna get off of here. Yeah. According to the law of quarter to west, in 7 minutes, I can go to bed. I love you people. I mean it. And I want y'all to stay alive, no doubt. Okay? God bless. Cheers. Stay alive. No doubt.